Things I've said to my kids recently as a mom of 2 boys. No, I don't think your ding-dong's ever gonna be as long as that hockey stick. Maybe stop running around with it between your legs. The neighbors are watching. How many piles of clean clothes are you gonna keep on the floor before putting them away? The back scratcher's for your back, not your crack. Give me that. I have to put some bleach on this. Put down the knife. Yeah, I heard it. Your fart is louder when you're naked. It's also smellier. Get out of here. You have to lather the shampoo on your head. Scrub, rinse, repeat. That's how you get clean. Wiping your butt cheek does not count as wiping your ass. Now get back in there and wipe until it's clean. Maybe one day we'll be skid mark free. One day. Why do kids only need you at the worst possible moment? We're all at home and my kids are playing their video games and I need to go to the bathroom to go change my tampon. And while I'm sitting on the toilet searching for my tampon string, I hear my 6-year-old yell from 2 rooms away, "Mom, I need more grapes!" Was my husband home? Yes. So I come out of the bathroom and I'm like, buddy, was there nobody else who could have helped you? Well, I like when you do it, Mama. And I went to the kitchen, walked past my husband to get this child some grapes. Are all the husbands invisible or is it just mine? Every night with my 6-year-old is like Groundhog Day. I make a healthy dinner. Meat, potatoes, vegetables, a little salad, maybe a little fruit. And then after dinner, dessert. And it does not matter the occasion. But before I can finish cleaning up the kitchen, this child says to me, "Mommy, I'm hungry." I just fed you. How are you hungry again after all of that food that you just ate? So every night he gets some pretzels, some chips to satisfy his insatiable hunger. Where does it all go? How is he still hungry? And he's only 6. I can't imagine what this is going to look like when he's a teenager. My grocery bill is going to be no joke. Okay, so what's this joke you want to tell me?
This is what I'd be doing if I was getting eaten by a snake.
Eaten
First,
by a snake?
I wait for its mouth to get to waist level.
Okay.
Then I think of my crush, which will pierce its skull. With it piercing its skull, I climb out and throw it off.
Pierce the skull of the snake?
Yeah.
Why would it pierce the skull of the snake?
Penis gets so big.
Oh my God. Oh my God! Mother-son relationships are complicated. One minute I'm looking at my boys thinking how sweet and silly they are and I can't believe how fast they're growing up. And other times I'm like, dudes, if you don't stop that shit right now, you're both running laps around the house until you barf. It really is a beautiful journey. Right to my last nerve. If you've got a kid at home that has a hard time falling asleep, I'm gonna need you to weigh in here. One of my kids does not stop talking until he's in the REM cycle. We've got magnesium. People have suggested melatonin, weighted blankets, and some kind of foot spray. But what I'm really looking for is to find out if anybody has a tranquilizer recommendation. Not a high dose or anything, just enough to have him go off to La La Land once he lays down in his bed. So if you know a guy at the zoo or the black market or something, send me a DM. We'll talk it out. I don't mean to brag, but my 11-year-old already has life figured out. I was mid-sentence trying to explain something to him to be helpful, and he stops me and says, "Mom, not everything needs to be a life lesson." And in that moment, I realized, wow, I've been alive for over 4 decades, and I've been doing it all wrong. But sure, please tell me about your wisdom, little Yoda. I didn't know middle school was offering advanced life lessons. Excuse me. Going through perimenopause while raising a tween boy is a very specific type of torture. I'm emotional, overstimulated, and scatterbrained, and he's the know-it-all walking around with 0 deodorant. So when I ask him a simple question like, did you wash your Invisalign? And he acts like I've just ruined his entire life, I have to remember that this is a very delicate stage for both of us. So I've been taking a step back to give myself some breathing room, far enough away from his onion pit so I can collect myself and not lose my shit. Because having 2 hormonal people in the house at the same time is not great. And in this phase of motherhood, we should be getting paid time and a half because, damn.